Hello, hello, hello. I am going on today to share some things on live with you. Some great way to start 2025 and let's paint. So I want to share with you different things that can make it easy for you to learn how to paint. One of the things that happens is that if you are on my YouTube channel, you can join and learn how to paint something like this that we just did this week, and I have step-by-step worksheets that are available. You can join for under $10. You can get 4 paintings a month that we're going to paint together, and I go step by step. And then if you want to go up a little bit more, when you join the membership, you can get the worksheets to print off, and people have made notebooks full of those worksheets and the full pattern. Okay, so this is all that's the membership part of One Stroke Advantage, which is on the Donna Dewberry YouTube channel. So what I wanted to share with you is every week I put 2 lessons on for free. So you can learn relax and paint with me. And if you've never heard of one stroke painting, I'm promising you, you will look at it and go, oh my gosh, I might could do that. And I teach you, if you think you can't even draw a stick figure, you're perfect for me. All right, so remember that. I can't even draw a stick figure. How is she going to show and teach me how to paint? Well, I go step by step with you, and you can ask anybody that comes on with us how quick and easy you can learn how to paint. So I can tell you within 1 hour of practicing, you can paint something. It sounds like a big commercial, right? 1 hour of painting, you can paint something that you won't believe that you painted. So it takes a little bit of practice, but I'm telling you that this is like one of the step by steps that we've done on a $1.25 glass plate from Dollar Tree. And you just lay this right on top of some of the worksheets that I'm doing. Say, for instance, if I did the sunflower, you just lay it right on top of there and paint the sunflower right through it. So let me show you what I did with the sunflower. All right, this is another $1.25 plate right here at Dollar Tree, and it comes in different colors. Look at this one. All right, $1.25. I paint these. We give it to somebody as a gift with an easel, and I also just paint a couple of these and put them in my china cabinet in front of my everyday china or my nicer china, and I do it for the different seasons. So I just want to show you what this is. So this is called, if you go to my website, onestroke.com, all spelled out, onestroke.com. If you go to my website, you can go and look at stroke training. So what you would do is ONE stroke all together. And then when you get on the site, you say what you're looking for. So this is a stroke training packet. And so it comes in a vinyl sleeve. So you can practice right on this plastic, wipe it off and practice again. So just let me show you the sunflower one. All right. So what you have is you have 3 steps, like a beginner. Then we go a little bit more advanced in the next section here. And the final section is, look at this, being able to paint this. All right. Upside down, sideways, look at that. Now, what's wonderful is that I have inexpensive paint sets. So you can get a paint set, full 2-ounce bottles. And what we do is look at these bottles. Let's see, here's one, a multi-surface paint. And is I pick out like 12 or 13 colors, and you can do so much with them. Actually, it will go on glass, metal, ceramic. It's called multi-surface because you paint on any kind of surfaces. So you practice inside the plastic sleeve right on top of my actual size stroke. Wipe it off and practice again. And even on my One Stroke Advantage, even if you come on just my relax and paint or practice strokes, I've even done one of these on there so you do step by step with me. All right, so there's the how-tos, but I don't want you to read it. I just want you to follow the strokes with me, because see the arrows and the color paint and the brush sizes, everything there. So this is the intermediate, and then it tells you all the steps to do that. And then here's that final stroke. So you could even trace this out and trace it onto the glass plate. But what I want you to see is that these are very inexpensive little packets, and there's 3 different ones. There's hydrangea, so I'm going to show you that. So you saw the daisy one. let's see, we got, I showed you, wasn't it pretty on red? To see you and catch you live. Well, it's nice. I mean, listen, hey, I'm staying in the house here in Florida tomorrow. It's in the 40s, and that's nothing to most of you. I never seen the slow down. Well, it wouldn't be any fun if you want to do something with me. I got to be on painting. All right. So look at this. This is quick and easy. Within an hour, you could be painting something like this. So I want you to see. Here's the beginner. That's the simple first step of daisies. And then after you practice a little bit, then you get more detail. All right. So hello, guys. So each packet comes like this, and I just want to show you. I just want to show you really quick here, and I'm going to paint in just a few minutes. I just want to show you what I did. So I showed you the 3 sunflowers. So look at the 3 hydrangeas. I want you to see that. All right. So one sheet's showing you just the steps to paint with me and the arrows and the brushes and the slip slap. But this is a written instruction, so you could actually go step by step like that. But you can also go to practice strokes and check this out with me. Then you're going to get more detail. You see the big leaves and the petals. And then the last one, where is it? And then we're going to do more detail than that. So I just take you 3 levels through each one of these. So look what happens. So there's the first daisy. There's the second daisy, and they each come in the plastic sleeve. So you're practicing that stroke right on top of here with paint and your brush, okay? And the set of brushes, you can get a set of brushes for less than $20. Now, the beauty of what I just shared with you guys, and there's the final one. The beauty I just shared with you guys is that on this, on the membership that I have on my YouTube channel, you can start at $10 on the membership. So you just click subscribe, of course. We want you to subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I'm going to be live. But if you see the word join, if you click join, it'll tell you the different levels. And so there are different levels that you can get. And so one of the One Stroke advantages is any level you choose from $10 to $29, you get a 20% coupon off my website on any of the product you want to buy. You get 20% every month, even on a $25 order, not a $50 order, whatever you want to spend, you get 20% off every month that you're a member. So go try it out. January is a great month to try it because we just got through painting this swan. See the swan? All right. And I got it so you can get it painted for Valentine's if you'd like to. You can make them greeting cards or all the way to a big 16 by 16 canvas. Okay. So you can also do the second level, which is maybe $9 more. And you get step out patterns and step out worksheets. So there's like, this one has about 3 or 4 worksheets. You can print them off and you're ready to go. So how's that sound? So this says one of the ways you practice, you get scrapbooking paper, and here's the daisy one. So we started out with that daisy. Then we got a little bit more detailed. Hi, I'm Donna. Hi there, Donna. This is my first time catching you live. Thank you. I am so devoted to teaching. I just crave it. Can you tell? All right. So how long have you been painting, Donna? All right. Well, I mostly tried to repaint things from trash to treasure with my 7 children and wanting to spruce up my house. So I painted for a long time, but the paint company found me about 29 years ago. But I have to tell you, my first things is I mass produced painting on tinware and painting on glass. And I used to sculpture Santas out of salt dough. So there's all these things I did over the years that people like. Even when I did my first ornaments for my first tree, I did cookie cutters. And people like the way, like salt dough cookie cutter or salt dough. And they liked the way I painted them. And so they would buy my first thing I sold was my ornaments for my trees. So that's kind of how I started. So many, many years ago. And I think I was like 27 when I had my first 27 maybe when I have my seventh. I don't know. I got married at 18. What about you guys? All right. So here's another piece of scrapbooking paper. Make sure when you're using scrapbooking paper that you do heavier weight and not so it'll wrinkle all up. All right. I finally caught you live. Yay, guys. All right. So so after you practice on some scrapbooking paper, all right. Then you get ready to go paint on, these are $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. All right. So I used to go to garage sales, buy glass. I took all my grandkids with me now, and we love garage selling. But I just wanted to show you that stuff to get you excited. But then I want to show you a way. We're going to paint, so don't go away if you want to see me paint. Just trying to get all this out of my way. All right. So I do have little sets that help you so you don't have to worry about what kind of brushes or what kind of paint to buy. And one of my best selling kits that we came up with last year was a kit that has the things that you need to get started right away. All right. So one of the first things is having a teaching guide. Y'all saw the teaching guide, but having reusable guides, and they're like having me at home with you. So you're going to get them in a box. All right. It's like a little cigar box type. You're going to get 5 quality brushes. And these are specialty brushes that we created just for this kit. So when people out there have been painting with me a long time, they say, I want to just buy those. Well, you can't buy these anyway, except inside this kit. And they fit inside this box. So you have a natural scruffy brush, an angle brush, a flat number 12, number 3/4, and a script liner. All right. So what happens now? This is a set that you can get with just some paints and get a beginner kit. So there's a beginner kits, and the one I'm showing you now is the way that hundreds and thousands of you have bought this kit already. So let me show you. It's called A to Z, One Stroke Painting, right on my site. And if you remember, if you join my membership, you can join it tonight even, guys, and do the swan that we just did yesterday. All right. So what happens? Actually, do you know what? Somebody called her office today and said, so that's your mother. Would you just tell your mother to stop talking about all her stuff and get to painting? We don't care what she has to say. We want to see her painting. And so that emotionally upset my daughter. And I said, there's all kinds of people. And sometimes that's too sad. But you know what? 2025, who cares? We're going to go share a painting. I'm passionate about sharing with you. This is not my regular relax and paint, my regular YouTube channel where I'm teaching you and I just paint and teach the whole time. This is me trying to get you excited this way by me getting you to go to onestroke.com to my website and checking out the tools and things I use. That's the most asked question when I'm on. Please tell me what you're using. Where do you get that paint? What is that paint? This is multi-surface paint. It's got a sealer in it. You don't have to seal it. I want something I can squeeze out of the bottle and start painting right away. And it is user-friendly, washes out with water, no smell. So I have floating medium. I don't use water. I use floating medium. I use water to clean the brushes, but I don't paint with water. I do kind of water backgrounds with water. So I used to always be able to say that. But so look, so I come on and do these little lives where I paint an entire little lesson. But this is not how, if you go subscribe and join my site for free, you can do all kinds of painting with me without me talking about my product. All right. But guess what? I'm able to stay on more free lessons by showing you my product and you trying it. And instead of buying from these other places, other craft stores, and I'll buy from me and support the artist, right? So this is A to Z. These have a UV coating on it. All right, we have 10 colors, 1 floating medium, and this kit, 5 brushes, 50 flowers. So I want you to see 50 cards with all kinds of roses and flowers. And what you do is, this is what you're going to paint. Oops. And this is your practice right here. So you paint right on this, wipe it off with a wet paper towel or baby wipe, until you feel comfortable. Turn it over, lay some wax paper or whatever on top of this, paint it right on top of my strokes, and then you go to the next flower. So you could be painting and learning flowers all year long. If there's 50 in here, just do a week, two a week. I don't know, but take that time and invest in learning. Look at the pansies. All right. So I'm going to show you some of those. I'm going to paint some of that with you. But guess what the best part about this? One of the best things, all right, is you couldn't do anything without paint, right? You could paint greeting cards or something. All right. Well, to those people who said that that's you need prayers. Well, it's always important for them to understand that this is your channel. That's right. We tried to explain to my daughters, you know what? It's okay. This happens. They call them trolls or something. I don't know. But we got 2 phone calls today. I said, so people must be watching Amanda. And she goes, no. They said, what is she giving us for that much money? You know, and so we're not worried about it, right? I'm just going to go out there and do my best. So here's 5 brushes. There's this. So one of the things that's cool is that, guys, you can watch every one of these full lessons, which is 15 to 20 minutes long, on the Donna Dewberry Plaid Crafts YouTube channel. All right. So you go to Let's Paint with and Donna Dewberry, whatever, on YouTube. And it's not sitting on my channel. It's on Plaid, the paint company's channel. And all 50 lessons are made. So you pick this up, you watch me online and do it with me. All right. I tell you the brush, how to pick up paint for it, and how to stroke with each one of these different brushes. Like all 10 full bottles of paint. This is enough paint to paint every single one of these 50. All right. So this is less than $69, I think. You're getting the 5 brushes, the free lessons, 10 bottles of the paint, the floating medium, which is the clear, 50 reusable teaching guides. You even get the box that you can paint itself. And look what I did. I went to Walmart and got these little notebooks with the little sleeves. And I put them all in here so I can flip through and get the flowers I want. So see the lilies? There you go. All right. So everything's in here for you to get started. So this is a great way. And you know what? Challenge yourself. You're not going to get better unless you practice. We all love and support you. Thank you, Miss Jessica. Denise. All right. So listen, they're not going to scare me away. I'm going to keep sharing and enjoy sharing with you. And I'm going to paint in just a second now. So think about stroke training. We do strokes. We do a lot of strokes with 1 stroke. So if there's any stroke that you watch my Relax and Paint, but you have to go subscribe, guys. It's free. So, but ring the bell so you know when I'm going to pop up live. All right, I got to go, but I was blessed to be in your, so Dana, come back and watch this because I'm going to be painting and you can see it even tomorrow or the next day. All right. So stroke training, those packets are very inexpensive. I think they're like, I don't know, they're like $14 or something. And so then here's a set of brushes and you can just order some paints. All right. And I'm going to start painting now. This is also my signature brushes. These are more, but this is something that people say, but I want the ones with your flowers on them and the lavender. So this is, wait a minute, let me go back. These are the 10 most used brushes. All right. These are the ones that we love you to start with. But I want you to see that these are the 13 most used brushes because I have all the signature brushes or the specialty brushes, the round, the angle, the filbert, the rake, the fan, and a 16 all in here with my natural scruffies, all 3. So now I'm going to paint. How's that feel? Okay. So I've got some tools that I use to paint with, and let me show you those. So please do me a favor. Please go check out my website. I can tell if people have gone after they watched here. And that's how we know. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. That's how we know that it's working for me to come on live. Okay. So here's my double loader. And this is for those who might be having a hard time learning how to load the brush. Let's see, let's go like this. All right, so I'm going to come right here and I'm going to pick up Juneberry and Wicker White. So what you do is you split the brush. This has a lid even, guys. Where's the lid? Oh, this has a lid. So if I don't use up all the paint, I can close it with this. All right, I got floating medium in the middle. I put the two colors next to each other. All right, I dampen the sponge in here and it will keep, it keeps the paint moist and for weeks, okay? You just pop that on there. So if you don't use all the paint, when you're practicing, you just come back and it saves you paint, okay? Now, I come here, I split the brush, then I come here and blend it. All right, then I can pick up a little bit of medium and work it in. It should feel like butter when we're painting. All right, so what I want you to see with this is the hardest thing that people say is, I don't know how to load the brush. Now, showing you how to use this whole piece is on practice strokes. So on my YouTube channel, you can do practice strokes, anything like how'd she do that leaf? She did that faster than I could see. Then you just go to practice strokes on my channel and you look up using the double loader or using the leaf. I want to do a one stroke leaf. I want to do a heart leaf. And how to use the different brushes, how to use your double loader, how to use the floating mediums. All of that is under how to. You know why? I had so many people, and I can tell many of them were for other countries. And they would say, ma'am, how do you do that? I didn't see how that was. Please show me. How do I start? And so over 3 years ago, I started, so you can go to the beginning even and start step by step how to teach yourself how to paint right at home. Because you know what? When I have my 7 children, I couldn't go take classes. I couldn't travel around the country to painting shows. I had to teach myself at my dining room table how to paint. And I had such a desire to learn how to paint that I figured when I looked at other people painting, I go, oh, I know. They put all the paint on the brush at one time. And then they just come here and do stroke after stroke. So I call this one stroke painting because we blend, shade, and highlight. Look at this, each stroke that we make. So what I teach you is we're going to pick up the paint, we're going to work it in, and we're going to go right here and go around each stroke. And I show you how to put the right colors in the right spot so that as we're coming around, it's not muddy. You can see the blending, shading, and highlighting with each stroke. Look at that. All right. Oh, thank you. I thought my signature set too. You know why? Because I like to hold a pretty brush in my hand when I'm painting. All right. But when you're starting, getting my 10-piece dark green handles, these are great brushes. You're going to love them. And you can't use a craft brush if you're trying to learn how to paint. And if you want it to work well for you, let me share with you what happens. When I need to push down, it'll push down. If I stand up, it springs right up. All right. So what I was sharing with you is many times a craft brush, when you use it and it's bent like that, it stays bent like that when you move it up. These brushes that I created spring up for you. Okay. Oh, thank you. So I want you to see, I'm going to pick up this Juneberry. Juneberry is kind of in between a pink and a purple. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow and watch this. You can do a ruffled looking. I can come over here and do another layer. All right. So now I'm doing some more stroke training because I'm going to be creating rosebuds and how to make different kinds of unique, nice rosebuds. And I have all kinds of other flowers. But right now, you start out with the hydrangea, the daisy, and the sunflower. Okay. So I've got this triangle right here. I also have this, and this as a triangle. And so that's how I teach you how to start designing. Hello, Miss Linda. Oh, thank you. I love teaching. I hope y'all could feel that. I'm passionate about teaching. I love it when you say, I can't get out of my house. I'm housebound. Not that you say that. I love it when you say you found me and you can paint and it helps you keep your sanity. Do you think with 7 children, I needed to keep my sanity? And I just love to take things around my house and that I think were old and not pretty and make it pretty. Okay. So I did crazy things, crazy creative things. I sculptured Santas, and I couldn't afford to go get those $200 Santas that were made with pecan resin or whatever. So I sculptured my Santas, and I won all kinds of cash awards. I said, you know what? I break all the rules. And when I would go to the art shows and the clay people would protest it because mine were oven baked Santas, and for me, because I won, cash awards and stuff. But it's because it doesn't matter what you're sculpting, right? And so way back then, um, even today, not today, but years ago when I started painting and then in the painting industry, they said that this is sloppy, undefined, but look at me now, guys. And I have so many of y'all enjoying painting with me because we're happy. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Now, when people say, can you do veins in there and can you put a I can do dewdrops, but I like, this is a cabbage rose. And guess what? When I'm at those art shows, they don't say, what flower is that? Right? So even if you learn those little cabbage rose buds, even do the cabbage rose buds and a couple of slider leaves, and 1 hour you can do that, that should blow you away. Because I'm telling you, we blend, shade, and highlight in every stroke that we make. And then let me show you what you do about my scruffy brush. All right, so I am going to pick up, where's a medium scruffy brush? All right, so say I pick up the medium. This is natural here. You don't wet this unless you're cleaning it out. All right, so I am pouncing right here, the wicker white and the violet pansy. Now, this should be another color than the Juneberry and the Juneberry with the yellow. So see, I'm going to come right in here and see I pounce the white up, and that's a round area. I don't turn the brush. I keep the white up, and then I can tilt this brush on its edge and make wisteria, okay? And so I come and get some more. Now, each step that you're going to learn in the process of your stroke training or in those 50 flower teaching guides, I have lessons so that you can do it with me, okay? So I'm doing 3 again. Look, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do my triangle. All right. So this looks like fun, something you'd like to try. So I tell people, if you don't like something you've done, come and take and put Scruffy on top of it. All right. So then I have all kinds of brushes, but I want you to know that 10-piece set is what I use the most, the dark green handle. This is my script liner. And what I do is I roll it. This is the only brush that I use water with, unless I'm doing a background or something. And so I want you to see I make circles with my little finger. What was that? I don't know. I thought I heard something ring. Look, I'm going to come right here and I'm going to make circles. And I made this liner so it goes on and on and on. All right. You like that? So look, I come right here and I make circles first. 1, 2, 3, reverse, and do a couple tight ones. Now, to get that, I have to tell you, first time I went to painting shows, they said they would stand and watch my demo, and they said, I had so many people say it was worth the $800 it cost me to get here for my airfare and all to learn just that one thing, curly cubes. All right, so I want you to think about that. I have broken this down so the masses can learn how to paint something so quick they couldn't believe it. But you know what? I would do 4,000 pieces of tinware a month. And I would have my 2 friends. We ended up from my house to a warehouse. And what happened, I would say, because I don't want anybody to learn how to do my technique because they might knock me off. So I had one of my friends that just did these guys, one of my friends that did sunflowers, and one of my friends that did um, plums or whatever. And so nobody could knock me off. But I had my son, they were playing football, and his friends come work in our warehouse sometimes, and they stood there and just did curly cues. And my son even has trimmers when he gets hot and doing sports, but he could sit there and do curly cues like crazy. Now, if you could immediately sit down and do curly cues, wouldn't that blow you away? Well, I have to tell you, we have fun doing it. Let me show you. Um, so they used to say that this was not real art. So, and when I get some people that are not nice calling the office, my daughter literally cried because she said 2 ladies today in one day. That's just wrong, Mom. And you know what? I just smiled. It's okay. You know what? I know there's enough of you that would love to learn how to paint, and I do make it easy so you can do that. So I can make yellow butterflies. This is the 12 flat. I can come in here and make some purple butterflies. Okay, or a little bit of purple and white. All right, so let's come up here. Look, one, that's the back wing, the front wing. All right, y'all, that's too glared back there. I don't think you can see. And then 2 bottom wings. All right, hey, Mandy. Okay, so I'm going to come right here. I'm going to lay the brush down, and then I'm going to stand it up. And then I touch and pull over, touch and pull over, and do the antennas. All right, I have all kinds of stencils that give you butterflies, dragonflies, and more. Okay, so look how fun that is. All right, thank you, Amani. I bet you'd paint 5 things at once with this. All right, Denise, those butterflies, I need to try that tomorrow. That's our beginner butterflies, girl. You could do that. That's a 1-stroke leaf, 1-stroke leaf, and daisy stroke. See? Fun, fun, fun. All right. So I'm going to paint. What else can I paint real quick? I'm going to paint something else for you. I was trying to do the sunflower for those who haven't seen this. So I want you to think about spring flowers. Oh, let's do something different. I already got this out. All right. So I want you to think I'm going to double load in between there. I'm going to go up and down, work it in. And if you have enough paint, you don't need the floating medium. Just let you know that. All right. So look at what we're going to do. We're going to go up and out. And those are stems for my for my flowers. All right. So I can chisel, flat, chisel. Chisel, flat, chisel. So if you can rewatch this, guys, I've showed you new packets I'm doing, which are teaching you sunflowers. These are all less than $14, I think, really inexpensive on onestroke.com. So it's ONE stroke altogether.com. And I have everything you need to start learning right at home. I have also many certified instructors around there. And we got many of those that will help certify you so you can become one of our teachers. And we're all over the world, 1-stroke painting, 1-stroke strong, right? 1-stroke army strong. We are out there teaching people all over the world in all kinds of languages how to teach and create and paint. Okay, so I want you to see I've got Juneberry and white. This is a 16 flat brush. I like this brush. It's not as big as my biggest brush, and it's not, and then we go all the way down flat brushes to a 2. All right, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to pull my Juneberry down towards me. Now, watch what I'm going to do. As I get down here, I'm going to make it a little fancier. Okay. Now, I just, like, after we've double loaded it, from now on, I'm just going to pick up paint right there. All right. And if you don't want to have your palette messy, you can get that kitchen wrap called press and seal, and I push it down in here with my scruffy brush, and it sticks to the double loader, and you just peel it out and throw it away when you're done, and it keeps these nice and clean. Okay, so there's just a stock flower, one stroke army. Yeah, one stroke army. Thank you. And that's what we are, huh, Mandy? Mandy's in Canada, and she is a wonderful instructor, certifier. Wonderful, wonderful. I have many of you that are on with me today that would certify and help. So you just put your name down so they find out who you are. Okay, so I can come on here, and Mandy does hers online. And so she's a very, very prolific like me. She does so many courses. Okay. All right. So then I've got a small scruffy that you can put a center in here, or I can dip dot the handle. My daughter Angel loves all. Oh, well, tell her thank you. That makes me happy. I know. See, this is what I do. I might have 2,000 people who love what I do and 5 that don't like me. I don't know about you. I don't want anybody not to like me, but that's okay because I'm out here for all those who do like me. Thank you. I follow you maybe 15 years. Oh, awesome. I had a lot of craft items from you, and it's a pleasure seeing you again. Well, thank you so much. I listen, I love that I have a YouTube channel now, and people think I work too hard, but you know what? You know how nice it is to be online and be able to sit with somebody who's having a very hard time, or who lost their husband, or they're just going through trials in life. And when my daughter died out at college for no cause of death, there was no death on her death certificate. I buried myself into painting. The more I painted, the more I didn't think about my daughter died. My daughter died. So I have to tell you, I have been so blessed to be there for so many people who have struggled, and they just said, "Tell me how I paint again." And we can paint together and create together, and God blesses us and has blessed me to be able to teach you something I didn't know I could even do. And for it to help me through her death, it keeps me going. And I know that Heavenly Father's blessed me to teach myself how to do something that so many people. I mean, I was in Canada once sitting there, and there were even art teachers with their students there, and even the art teachers were having a hard time, and their students were getting it so easy. But they were hovering over my strokes where I was demonstrating like this, and I was so humbled. I started crying because I thought they want to learn this stroke so bad that they were just hovering over it. And it really took my breath away, because it's a blessing that God gives us, that we can be there for other people, that we can touch their lives by what we do, what we say, how kind we are. And there's enough evil out there in the world. We need to share beauty, right? And the most favorite thing that I paint for everybody is flowers, but I paint landscapes and animals and so much more. So if you want to just check me out, go right here on the YouTube channel and go see my site and see. I'm working towards I'm at 165,000 subscribers. I got my silver button, and all that only matters because it's like more people can learn how to paint. And when I was on the shopping channel for years, they would say, "This is how much money." And I would always, I swear to you, this is honest goodness truth. I would say, "How many people were on tonight? How many people bought?" And they said, "Well, this is how much money." I said, "How many people bought?" Because yes, it is addictive. It was so important to me that other people had something that I had always wanted to learn how to do. And my camera guys would always go, "They said you saved their life." And you know what? You don't take that for granted. It's a blessing that so many people said that I was therapy for them. Like, police detective women that said that they just laid on their couch. They couldn't do anymore emotionally through therapy. And painting did that for them. Painting, and somebody had a really bad arm and the therapy wasn't working. So she wanted to paint so bad, she forced herself to sit there and paint until she could paint. All right. So, how fun is that? Just a few little strokes. Now, these are all flowers that are in the A to Z. So if you rewatch this, I pray that you'll rewatch it. If you rewatch it, you will see all the different flowers you can learn on my teaching guides. There's 50 flowers in that set, 10 bottles of paint, a bottle of floating medium, 5 high quality brushes, a wood box that they're in, and 50 teaching guides and 50 free lessons right here on YouTube. So I would love for you guys to try it. Look at this. We could do really simple. These are both on just paper. But I really like you to paint on wood and glass and all kinds of surfaces because this is multi-surface paint. All right. And it's on wood, metal, ceramic, glass, mirrors, anything you can imagine that you can paint on. So look, you can paint from that Dollar Tree plate to this Dollar Tree plate. This is the second class in that sunflower stroke training. This is in the third class in that stroke training. So all 3 lessons are like, I think that's less than $14. All 3 lessons in one teaching guide. And look, one package just like this. All right. And you practice right on this plastic, wipe it off and practice again. So the worksheets are there. I have all 3 up for sale now. There's sunflowers, hydrangeas, and daisies. So just go try that. Even if you just have some old paint that you have at home, it will help you learn how to paint. And then start watching and subscribing. Please subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't subscribed for my YouTube channel. I need you. And I'm so grateful that we had so many people on today. And I want you to see having the tools make a difference. And I made sure that this is what they said. You want a scruffy brush that is $15, or you want a scruffy brush that's less than $5. And I said less than $5 because what does that mean? More of you can paint. So I want you to think about that and all the years that I put together to create tools so that you can learn how to paint right at home. I learned how to paint right at home. I saw Bob Ross on TV. I saw, he even lived in my community, and I never got to meet him before he passed away. But I have to tell you, he inspired me that anybody can, by practicing, look, I painted on so much tinware. I wouldn't share my leaves or anything because somebody might knock me off. So I painted every leaf on 4,000 pieces of tinware, watering cans and stuff every month. And my friends painted other things so they wouldn't knock me off. Is that silly? And today I'll give it to you free because I'm so passionate about sharing what God blessed me with. And I hope you feel that. I hope you believe me. I hope that you come on and just watch my free lessons. Relax and paint practice strokes right here. Okay. But come join the membership and you'll get 20% off already low prices on my website every single month. You get a 20% off coupon. All right. So come check me out, or you can join for less than $10 in one order. Most times people say one order pays for their monthly $10 fee if you join my membership. So you get 4 full lessons a month and 20% off coupon. And I am up with the trends every month. I don't have the original painting because I took it to my class today, but we did the swan. I think, when was that? Monday night. We did the swan. So you can print off the pattern. You can print off worksheets. There's like 4 worksheets to do the swan. And look how pretty that turned out. And this could be for a beginner to do. This is not hard. Doing the ribbon was a little bit more work, but look, just the swan is pretty. And I painted some little flowers at the bottom. If you can see those on my site. Okay, so go check it out. Thank you so much. I love having you guys on. Membership is a really good deal. It is. It is. I just had like 11 people join last week. All right, so it's the new year. Do something for yourself. All right. Commit that you're going to give it 1 hour a week. I love Advantage. Thank you, Susan. All right, guys. All right. I'll see you again. Love you. Bye bye.